let's see how this SOQL for loop syntax 2 works. Let's take an example where we have 450 records. It runs this SOQL query inside and it maintains all the records, like in our example, the 450 records inside some kind of cache with query locator ID. And first, it fetches the first 200 records using the query call by mentioning the batch size as 200. So this first 200 records will be handed over to the SOQL for loop. Now this SOQL for loop takes these 200 records inside this SR list and process all those 200 records with only one iteration. Hence we need to add our logic in a bulkified manner inside this SOQL for loop syntax too. Now it uses the done flag. Since the done flag is false, it performs the query more call. It fetches the next 200 records with the query more and query locator ID. These next 200 records will be handed over to the SOQL for loop. With this syntax too, it takes all these 200 records into the SR list and all the 200 records gets processed in one iteration itself. Since done flag is false, it knows that it has to still process the records. So it performs one more query more, and this query more returns the remaining 50 records to this SOQL for loop syntax 2. And now this time this SR list gets assigned with the 50 records and all these 50 records gets processed with only one iteration. And it's done with the processing of all the SOQL results. For more details, please watch this full video on our channel.